Am I enjoying Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4? Yes, 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 and 1,000 times yes! At this point, I've played like 10 hours of this game. I beat story mode, I went online and played a few matches, I tried out different characters in free battle, and I must say, this game is a step up from the previous Storm games. The only thing I haven't done is go into adventure mode, which is this game's free roaming mode, where you accept quests and you do different tasks for different people. That's really the only thing that I can tell you if it's good or not. I'm not a big fan of the free roaming in the previous games, but if it has mini games like the first Storm game and tells a fresh story, maybe it could be good. But I couldn't tell you because I haven't played it. What I can tell you though is that the story mode of this game is just so good. It's phenomenal, guys. I'm not gonna spoil any of it for those who don't know the story yet, but with the never-ending fillers on the anime, CyberConnect 2 just did an amazing job of animating and telling the story from a visual standpoint, and I couldn't be more happy with the way they did it. It's like everything's good and I couldn't stop playing it once I started it. It's got great boss battles, it's constantly changing the pace by giving you different characters or different mechanics, or sometimes you fight hordes of enemies, sometimes you fight hordes of enemies on top of a giant summoned creature, sometimes you're on top of a giant creature and you fight the creature that's even bigger than you. Like, it keeps things interesting, it keeps things going, and in between fights, the animation, the interactions between the characters, the cutscenes, everything is just a step up from the previous game. I'm not ashamed of saying it. I came very close to crying a couple of times at the end of the story. All these years of watching Naruto, I'm just so invested because I've been watching it since I was a kid. And seeing all that come to fruition, come to a conclusion in an animated style, it really reminded me of the time that I read the manga, and Kishimoto Masashi-san, the author of the manga, just finished it in a very satisfying way, and CyberConnect 2 captured the answers and what he was going for perfectly, with the way they animated some conversations, some epic moments, some epic fights. Things got very emotional for me in a way that video games usually don't. Not to say that this game is an emotional breakthrough for video games, but for fans of the series, how you will not be disappointed, believe me. I'm also a big fan of the changes to the combat system, though I still need to play a lot more of it to see if there are, you know, broken and overpowered characters, or if there's some way to exploit the new mechanics. But basically the big change is that when you go into a fight with 3 people, you can switch between your characters on the fly, and even in the middle of a combo. It's like a new combo cancelling mechanic without spending the chakra. Counterattack has been nerfed, it no longer stuns the enemy, it just pushes him away, which still counters players who just rush you over and over to try to spend your subs, but it's not overpowered like it was in Revolution, where it would just give you a free hit, a free ultimate attack, a free combo, a free whatever. Overall, the changes to the combat system feel great. There are some more that I haven't mentioned, but it all comes together really nicely. I do have one big complaint, which is the online, and the online is just as messed up as it was previously. It's like they never bothered to fix it. I don't know if it's the netcode, but it's probably actually the servers, because I think it's a peer-to-peer connection, and those just don't work in a fighting game. Like, there's always enough latency to just disrupt your game completely, and some of the abilities in this game, like the counterattack, are so precise in terms of timing that it's just impossible to land, and it's frustrating when you get hit by an attack that you can see coming from miles away, but because of the lag, you didn't sub out, you didn't block it, you didn't avoid it. I had some matches where I actually created a lobby and had someone join me, and I still had like over 1 second of lag. I know, because I could count between the time that I pushed my thumbstick and the time that my character took to react. Honestly, I think it's unforgivable on a game that focuses so much on its competitive aspect. It even has a tournament league thing going on that the community puts together with Bandai Namco. So it's just super weird to see them focus so much on this competitive aspect and just neglect the servers completely, I would say. Like, this system hasn't improved since the second Storm game where online was introduced. It's a damn shame, because everything else, I'm just super in love with it, and if you are into the previous Storm games, you're gonna love this one. Don't even give it a second thought, buy it. It is everything that you have dreamed of. As you can tell, I'm super happy with this game. I want to know your thoughts though. If you have played Storm 4, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Leave me a like if this video was useful to you, and subscribe for more gaming goodness if you're new to the channel. I've been Globku, and until next time, boy.